throb never. I mean hard throb forever. I'm just thinking about something that's kind of abstract thinking, so to speak. Kind of thinking outside the box. But I'm wondering if slavery, particularly the slavery of American blacks, if that was done and occurred through an actual legal precedence set forth from owing debts. Yeah, I'm wondering if the whole, complete journey through slave ships, not saying that it didn't happen or that there was some occurrence of it, but most American blacks, we believe we were already on the land of America before Europeans arrived or whatever. But I'm wondering if the slavery that American blacks experienced was done due to an actual legal precedence that they had, that we had entered into through agreement or whatever and defaulted on debt that was owed to them in whatever capacity. Because we know that they came with contracts and things like that, and many of the contracts and treaties that they set forth for the quote unquote natives, they reneged on those contracts where there was tricky language in there that the natives wouldn't understand the totality or any of the verbiage that was in the treaties. So just like in modern times, we have countries that are in deficits to other countries. We have world trade centers that basically keep track of those deficits and, how those things are incurred between countries. And so, like you take America with its debt to Asian countries, to China specifically, or even if you take America off of the table and just use other countries like, let's say like Germany, when they were financially penalized after World War II or One, and they had to pay back, the Allied countries for the damage that they did economically to places that they destroyed. So why are we to think that that's not the case with just an ethnic group of people? I don't know if that's the case. I'm not sure if it is, but I don't. I think we're being short-sighted in regards to how this slavery thing actually worked. And I say that because you take like the situation of someone filing bankruptcy, and then there's a so-called trustee that's appointed over the case to, resolve the case and manage the situation until the case is closed or it's resolved or the debts are paid off. But this is how I think. Let's say that the debt is never resolved, the case is never closed, or the debt is never paid off. Those companies who appoint the trustees, if the debt cases are never closed, resolved, or paid off, can they impose the system of owing that debt generationally on a person? So if the person dies that owes the debt, do we know definitely that these companies aren't imposing those debts on people for generations? If y'all get what I'm saying. You take like most of the black performers and athletes and whatever American black person has amassed a lot of wealth. You notice that they always have that wealth diminished to almost nothing before they pass away. By either some scandal or something is put in place to take that wealth and make sure that it's not passed down to their American black offspring. I just want y'all to think about that. Like is slavery and was slavery something that we may have never given a more in depth or more out or a more out of the box thought to in regards to how it occurred and why it occurred? Do the companies who appoint the trustees over bankruptcy cases and whatever other cases and things that have to do with people needing trustees, if those things aren't resolved and the people who owe the debt they die, do these companies and these trustees have the legal right to impose the debt that's owed on a people for generations? Just something to think about. And the fact that, most of the high level entertainers and wealthy American black people rarely get to send, if at all, the wealth that they amass down to their offspring. So that's another generational negative. Like on both ends, like one way or the other, they leave out of here with zero and in debt. So I think it was about more than just some ships and the stuff that we've been told. But that's it. I'm out.
Heart throb never.
I mean, heart throb forever.